The uniqueness of the Manitoba experience is that it was bottom up. It was the voluntary sector leadership with the host organization of the Volunteer Centre taking the lead to try to be able to bring people together around the province on identifying the challenges. That was a lot of work. It wasn't done that way anywhere else in the world, from what I gather. No one's really addressed it in the same way. The second part, because this was truly to be multi-sectoral, was to actually bring 3 levels of government, the business community, and labor to the same table. And it took us 3 years to get to that point and to start to think about what we had in common. I think the most important thing that came out of the summit, separate from different people appearing at the summit, different people who were not necessarily part of the original meetings or the focus groups, was simply that I think there was an understanding that we could do something about the issues, that we could actually take the challenges and start to convert them into opportunities. The signing of declarations at the Policy Summit were as much, I think, symbolic of the fact that the relationship that we've been trying to put in place based on our original premise that this was multi-sectoral could take place, and that everybody, in a sense, understood the direction we wanted to take. And secondly, that direction also met their mission. And thirdly, what I think is more important is the fact that everybody's part of the same community, and everybody saw the opportunity to be able to look at how we could take this initiative and slowly, because it will be slow, it will be incremental, it's only a stage 1 approach to it, we could actually build healthier and stronger communities. And I think that's the vision that people see here. What we're able to do, I should say, is that we were able to actually slowly but surely convince people, and it wasn't that difficult, that they were part of the community broadly. And the model was trying to bring them to the table where it would actually not just benefit the voluntary sector, voluntary nonprofit sector, but also their community organizations, their groups, their specific mandate or mission. What is happening or resulting from the Policy Summit is, one, we're looking at how do we actually take the learning and then the goals and objectives that were initially established to move this thing forward and embed it in some structures within the sector so that it can be carried on. Second thing is taking the declarations forward. And clearly the declarations, which we think are incredibly important and symbolic, but also that there is action assigned to it, we now have to sit down with each of the partners and understand exactly the benefits they would see in terms of being able to take their declaration forward. We had an agenda initially to be able to build the awareness around the challenges. We've done that. That was an output that was successful. We've been able to bring a large part of the sector together, start talking about itself. That's been very successful. We've been able to bring government, business, and labor to the table and start talking about these issues. That's been successful. In order for us to start changing the issues around financing, around governance, around volunteerism, around how organizations are held accountable, all those broader challenges, it's going to take a lot of work, and a lot more people around the province have to be engaged in this, including the funders, including the agencies, including how they deliver service. So this is only the first stage of many stages of more development, but I think that the message we've received is you've started a process, carry on, build the model, and there's all kinds of ways to be able to continue to implement various parts of it. But we will definitely have action over the next year that will start to address some of the key issues. But I think it's going to take years of work. But at least we're starting.